One clip I saw was, is it okay to rape Palestinian prisoners? And whatever our soldiers are doing is according to their book. They are going by the book. This was the level of their discussion, one of the discussions, let me tell you. And when we see at the Western media a complete blackout, or they would just twist the whole thing, give it another angle which supports the narrative of Israel. So how is that helping? Obviously, there are many factors, the way they fund media outlets, their political lobby is really, really strong there. So is that really helping?
Thank you for having me, Saadia. Talking about the Western media, that is now an established fact that they have a skewed sense of information which only benefits their own interest. Before I get back to this narrative making and Western media, I'd like to talk about Israel, that's a born baby of British imperialism and Zionism political campaign. And as you were mentioning in your intro, that Hezbollah attack has just disclosed and revealed the inner strength of Israel, that how competent and strong they are to deter such attacks, and that proved that they are not, and they require US support. Now here we have to realize that the existence of AIPAC, that is American Israel Public Affairs Committee, it has a Jewish community or Christian Zionist community that has a strong influence on foreign policy of the United States, and they try to receive military aid, economic assistance, and diplomatic backing. It means that Israel itself was a baby and still a baby. It did not nurture yet, and the reason is it's not natural. Now getting back to the Western media. If you look at the Western media reporting structure, what they do is they portray non-Western countries as violent, corrupt, and backward countries. And if they portray their own Western countries, they portray it as a superior country. This skewed portrayal actually fuels xenophobia and Islamophobia, and that's what has happened in the West, that the common people of West have a misunderstood perception of the non-Western countries. So the reason I'm saying that, to make it sure that Western media's reporting is very much skewed and does not have a neutral, balanced approach. And we have witnessed that during the Ukraine-Russia war. You must have seen that to rather to answer back the Western propaganda, Russian television was a threat to Western media, and they had to stop and ban their accounts and ban their footprint in the Western countries. Why? Because they were afraid of, the non-Western country having a strong opinion hold. So Western media, in shape of news agencies, in shape of movies, in shape of even video games, is only propagating Western culture or Western norm, which what they believe is a global norm. Considering all the context that I have just said, looking at Gaza and Palestinian issue, if we consider the time given to the Palestinian opinion on the Western media, we can see that disappropriate time division. We see 90% of the content on the Western media that supports Israeli opinion and point of view, and only 10%, which is a blend with the other 90%, that talks about Gaza and humanitarian aids. On the other hand, we also see that looking at the Western media, we feel that Israel is the victim and Gaza or Palestinian are the aggressors. And this narrative making is the output of Western media.